Madimoko khai ra le dumedisa gape more rise. Feeling safe is a basic and fundamental need. Fear robs us of our lives, and many young women do not feel safe in our homes and in our communities. Bosigo ba kajeno re bua ka keeping safe. Dumelang, my co-host kajeno.
Hello, hello.
Ha ke re mo lona keeping safe or safety, personal safety, what does that mean to you?
It just means basically, I'm not in harm's way. I'm in a protected environment. That's basically what it means to me.
Mbali?
I mean, it's knowing that I can defend myself. Should anything happen, yeah, that's how I feel safe.
Okay. When I'm Lebo?
Freedom. Any time of the day or night. I'm not feeling like, oh my goodness, it's my tongue. When I'm in my house, I can't anything.
And no about
because often you feel unsafe, even as you said,
right.
Doing my work, wearing what I want.
When you want to do it.
When I want to do it.
Right.
Mm.
Do our young colleagues here feel that you are living in a safe space, more the community and what do you try to do to keep safer?
My community is fairly safe. The only reason but community this initiative where banale neighborhood watching. So there was a meeting with the whole community who unsafe in the unsafe areas patrol make sure harmed in any way.
In my community we had the same thing too, but then after a while as basically I motivated to continue and do it. Like with e-rise of Inyaope, there's a lot that happens. So my phones, you know, they grab girls, but some phones,
so ke batla re define pila gore re bua ka eng ga re bua ka di unsafe spaces. The community tse dintsi tse leng gore re bua ka tsona ga dina dipone tse leng gore di one ka nako tsotlhe. Re bua ka di pleke tse leng gore di tletse batho thata, they are crammed, they are overly populated basically. Re bua ka di pleke tse leng gore ga ile gore o bitsa mapodisa ka pastima molelo ga go ile gore ga gona di goro ga gona mo ile gore batho ba ba ka tsena. So does that ring true for you guys as well, or equation in you?
Well, many of our rise young women's clubs but also the other issue in many of our communities. So you will find that those places, and I'm happy the law has changed. Regulation in
right.
But the problem is, and I'm sure we all can share this experience, we speak to a lot of young people. Ultimately, the whole street or neighborhood becomes a very unsafe space for young women. And
right.
I'm not only talking about the young women, baba young couple right. Kibuaka young women baba na mostratin seo. Firstly, khona le taba ya gore ga go setse go nwelwe batho bao ba ka alwa. Chances tsa gore go ntshiwe le dithunya mo di teng ke ba ba kae bana ba re ba dineng ka bone ba ileng gore they were caught up in gun violence. Dikotsi tsa dikoloi tse di tswang mo peto like rape of young women, and o kry ile gore bana ba tshaba le go ya shopong.
Right. Ya no bothata bo bong ke gore like ga re tshepe mapodisa rona thata. Gona le mathatanyana ile gore ra wa itse. I'm not proud of them, and it's not berating the police, because certainly gona le mapodisa mantsi a dirang tiro ya bona ba ile gore they're very much dedicated to their works. But gona le di challenge ya no motho ha ile gore o lo reporta and ga thole thuso o ile gore wa itloka ke eng sa ka se dirang.
I mean, I've been in an experience where amatsotsi ala wasingenele endlini, and when we tried defending ourselves sababo pisa masifika indaba mayifike police station kule watholakala ukuthi basibuza amaphoyisa ukuthi thina why did we harm amalaw, why did we harm the criminals? So my experience is the victims abeko protected, and so I want to know nami njengawe ukuthi where do we go? amaphoyisa bona mawangifela, where do I now go?
We must learn to make safety a community issue. Ne? So, gore mapodisa a bereke tshwantse go be le an active community policing forum.
Right.
And I think the community policing forum in a tsela ya gore e fe the community the need a way, a structure. Because
the last thing we need is vigilantism. These community structures here, they become judge, jury, and executioner. Because the process there's institutions that exist that have been set up by the justice system, and in a way they have to protect even the worst criminal in order to make sure that they protect the rights of the person who's most innocent. You know, that's why the expression is innocent until proven guilty.
And they as a community as a whole, yaga nako community yaga ya bereka too, because it makes it a bit more safer. Because khona nunka itso gore ha ke a gae kapa ke tswa somewhere late go la le bontate ba ba patrollang ba make sure gore ga gona motho o tlo lematsang o batla khona go nkapa go ya gae. And another thing ke bona re ya re berekeles young people is working in groups go itse gore le tsama maybe busigonyana le make sure gore le tsama le ba botlhe gore at least only one who can then targeted.
And that's not to say that women are attacked or of anything that they do. We acknowledge that we're living in a very imperfect world. We have to take extra measures to protect ourselves. And if that means not walking at night, if you can at least at all avoid it, or walking with a group of people, then that's what we have to do. When we come back, we will be speaking to Cynthia Malan and the two Rise Club members, Amanda Keba and Ande Sikutali, about what they do to keep their communities safe. Do not touch that dial.
Sanamukela futhi uLebo sesofeni uqoqa noCynthia Malan, Amanda Keba kanti nano Ande Sikutali. Asike sizwe ukuthi namhlanje baqoqa bathini. Over to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Mbali, and welcome to you, Cynthia and Amanda. Before we start our conversation, let's take a look at what took place when we visited Eden Park.
My name is Marvin January from Eden Park Youth Crime Prevention Desk. I'm currently the chairperson of Eden Park. Today we are on our way to do a school search. Okay, a school search that's going to have your MPD, it's going to have your police, there's going to have your crime prevention, then we're going to have our young women's club. That's also going to be part and parcel in the process of searching for drugs or searching for any sharp objects or searching for anything that can be harmful or dangerous to any school person at schools. We are mostly focusing on child safety, we are mostly focusing on youth safety, how to teach young people how to stay safe, young people to resist or stay away from drugs and substance abuse. The girls from the Rise Women Clubs assist us with a lot because we need girls to speak to girls. So whenever we have girls who can speak to girls and understand what another girl is going through, it helps young people to know that there is someone that went through the same situation and someone understands the way they want to be understood. So the Young Women Club is also assisting in the community and making a change and developing other young women also to create a safer and a better community in our area.
Size apha esikoleni namhlanje sizosearcha if bakhona nabantwana abaphethe izikhali ezidangerous bangalimaza abanye, then sathola ukuthi abaninzi abaphethanga into ezirongo. Amapolisa nawo ebeze apha ezosincedisa and lento leyo experience enhle kakhulu, sibonile ukuthi bayakhathala ngathi.
Singavuya ke uba abantwana bangayibona into eyenzekayo apha enantsikeni elizweni lethu. Asinothanda uba kubekho izinto ezimbi ezenzeka kwalapha esikoleni ngaphakathi.
Basitsana ba le ne rena leng bona today gore ke ba invite mo school session saka ke batho ba ileng gore ke batla gore ba bontshe bana ba bang gore go tla le di dangerous weapon ko sekolong is not a good thing. Bana ba ileng gore le ko sekolong ba tsuba dilo tse ileng gore di drugs ha di batlege, so ke bona ba ileng gore ke batla gore ba motivate youngsters dithaka tsa bona gore le bona ha ke thoma ke re ke batla bana ba youth desk ba tsebe hore okay go na le batho ba ileng gore re ba bone ge maponesa ba etsa one le bona ba etsa gore ba kgone ba motivated gore le bona ba be le nna.
Wow, guys, what a brave thing to do. Were you not scared when you were busy checking other people's bags?
Ana mama besingoyiki kuba silando lana into sesiyiqhelile into eyenzekayo ezikolweni. Besiyazi ukuthi like xa kusithi abazawusearcha phayana abantwana basesikolweni sethu bazawubona ubungozi obenzekayo esikolweni.
But Cynthia, tell us a little bit about the Youth Crime Prevention Desk. What is it? Because you were also part of this initiative in Eden Park.
Okay, the Youth Crime Prevention Desk is it's a youth structure. That it's a volunteer structure that helps and motivate other kids at schools. It also helps the community, like young mothers, to take part in this in the Youth Crime Prevention Desk. And we go to schools, we do school searches, we talk to young kids about drug and alcohol abuse, and the most cases that we're dealing with, it's drugs.
Okay,
yes.
All right. And just as young women, tell me, what are some of the challenges around safety that you are facing in communities in?
Community yethu crime eninzi. Abantu ba abuse alcohol bayisebenzisa ngendlela engalunganga. Then ke ngokubasho bafose ukuthini ukuphilisa abanye abantu kaBhlungu. And abantu abazintanga zethu bancinci njengethu njengethu.
So what motivated you Nina ke ukuba ni join le Youth Crime Prevention Desk?
Because thina besifuna into enhle ku community yethu, just because kwamanye ama communities baphilisana kahle azikho ingxaki njengakuthi, but I think zikhona nezinye community ezinale problem esinayo. And ngicingela ukuthi nathi makheke si solve le ngxaki ngelothu hlobo as young women.
Okay, so siyabona phaya ku insert yenu ukubana ni searcha abantu. What other things do you do njena nina as young women kule club yenu around izinto ze safety?
Sihambe mama siyathanda ukwenza i-concerts like izinto ezizonceda sibe ne-shows ukuthi i-youth isondele izobona izinto ezenziwa lulutsha, izinto ezifanelekileyo kuba abazali bethu bayakhala phayana, bayalila abazali bethu abayazi noba bayenze njani. So thina silulutsha sacinga uba ingayinto enhle xa sinokwenza into enjena nantsika Young Women's Club, because akukuhlanga xa sibona abazali bethu belila.
Yeah, no, akukuhlanga.
Because bayabulalana kwabodwa abantwana.
Yeah, no, that's a problem. But nike abanye, like your peers, when they see you in this initiative?
Bayafunda ukuthi into sithanda ukuthi sayibona impumelelo yethu ngoba bayafunda ukuthi and abanye ba willing ukuthi basijoine kule nto esenzayo, abanye sebejoinile already. Siyafunda nakubo ukuthi why besenza into ezinje, basixelele bas-explainele ingxaki zabo, then siqale ngokunathi sibanike ukuthi sicinga ntoni ngalento ingayintoni solution yento ezabazenzayo.
But what are some of the changes mhlawumbe that your activities and your efforts are bringing kwi community yenu e-Eden Park?
I think i-crime seyehlile isafana nasekuqaleni, but i-alcohol asikwazi ukunceda yona because every Friday baplana, Saturday, Sunday basabalimaza abantu kakhulu njengasekuqaleni. But bona ke ngoku ingxaki yabo alcohol and babesebenzisa alcohol abakhona ukuzicontrola, but bafacana nezo ngxaki only mabeselile. Then ke ngosabona ukuthi mabesober baba right.
Are there any organizations mhlawumbe mhlawumbe ningaya kuzo ukuba nasidilisha nalento ye-alcohol? Do you know any of them in your community?
Yes, ikhona inantsika organization yasebathupili. Ya apho kulapho khona kuncedwa khona kakhulu ulutsha, ezinto ezininzi zehlile kakhulu. Then kunento ibikade isenzeka kulonyaka ophelileyo kwi community yethu. I think in a week bekusweleka abantwana babe bayi4 because estratweni mhlambi kuyabulalwana sesi strato nesa strato esinye kuyaliwa apho
ngathi gang.
Yes, into enjalo mama. Then in London leyo kwabakho ke enye inkonzo yahambe inantsika icula ithandaza, then after that kwaba ngcono nathi sazama uthatha amanyathelo senza into khona into sasiyenzile eholweni for ukuthi ulutsha luze sizothetha about lento eyisenzeka, then kwaba ngcono shem kwehla inantsikizinga lokubulalana.
Wow, thank you guys, nizimotivatile kakhulu. And good luck with all the things enizenzayo Eden Park. I'm sure your community is going to be a much safer one because you are working in collaboration, you know, with the police and other structures and churches, etc. So I wish you all the luck. Lonako khaiko leskelaya felo re aboa morago ga papatso.
Welcome back. Earlier, we spoke about the challenges that exist in our communities. I'm inspired by the work that our guests are doing in their communities, and I guess I want to ask you, my co-host, what is it that we can do for ourselves? Because somebody else or not just the communities who make a difference.
That little bush is growing and is laba sithatela amafoni khona ngathi ngahlanganeza umphakathi sikhade that push down, yeah, you know, do those little things. If we notice ukuthi lana yila a crime happens kakhulu asihlanganeni as umphakathi and actually do something about it.
You know what's sad is that we always know where it happens. Ibile re said hotspot.
Yeah.
Hotspot area. It's like if you know it's a hotspot area, why aren't you doing something about it? Lebo, what else should we be doing?
No, I think Umbali is spot on. I think we must also know where we can go, places that we can go to. And as even our guest said, you know, support, you know, the structures that are there. Right. You know, so do you know your ward councillor? Do you go to meetings? Maba discussa isn't those a community policing forum? Sure. Do you know the phone number? You've got a right to ban a phone number, your ward councillor, so that if you know guting as a next door ngati batengisa something, you can call and say. But I don't think this in a culture you can speak up, which is a problem.
No, I get it. You know, speak up in history. Let's be real. You used to be a necklace for Papa. But the
order has changed.
No, the order has changed, but still mentality also changed. I also changed the mentality. For example, some of the things that frustrate me is the fact that I'm staying at my mom's, and every time I get there, I haven't reported that pothole, but I complain about it every day that I walk past it. Why the irony of her, like I'm expecting the ward councillor by some miracle and I'm assuming that somebody will report the
create a danger. So if community man delight is I think we have every right government local municipality
councillors with me personally. But then mase voting season mase pelide, they know where to be seen. We don't even know the numbers. So the point that you raised, that is a very good point, because personally I don't even know what can
can these places be safe as well? But I think they are very good at them. WhatsApp. You form a group, right. You know, you are a communicator. You make sure that your councillor is there. Something. To be saying, guys, do you know that
application women who've been abused and baba yanko centers
Tutuzela care centers.
Tutuzela care centers.
Yes, Tutuzela care centers ke di center tse ileng gore di teng ko dipetlele go thusa basadi ba ileng gore they have been victims of abuse. and di setilwe up so that ga mosadi a tsena a kreye thuso e otlhe ka nako eo pele ne le gore ga o tswa police station ba tlabe ba go romela ko sepetlele ga o tswa sepetlele ba tlabe ba go romela kwa ga o tswa and you've already been traumatized so Thuthuzela care centers o ga o examiniwa o kreye le podisa le letsang statement because taking evidence particularly with sexual violence it's also very important o kreye di ARV ka yona nako eo ka nako engwe tla ba go kgagotse diaparo o tla kreye kitinyana ya toothpaste ya toothbrush ya eng so that basadi ba ska re ke ile ga ika ilo tlhapa pele removing all the evidence. We've got an app e leng gore ga e le gore o downloadile app ya rona o khona gore o ka lebella gore where is the nearest Thuthuzela care centers o khona le go accessa gore e ko kae ene ke help if you ka ikriang and sadly Kgomotso of all the information e batho ba kileng ba e batla on our app that app has had so many visits of people ba batla fela go itse gore where can I go giving us really an indication on one level the app is working and it's a useful tool over social media but more sadly ya gore so many women want to access information e re bontsha the way how unsafe our communities are
indeed
another thing because I think alcohol is a big problem in our communities re ile ra ba le campaign ya go etsa drinking places safe spaces why utlwisisane because you know dikotsi tse dintse batšha ba ikreang ba le motsone like our guests were saying sometimes it's not the community high safe you know and I think also to encourage young people we want young people to have fun but also have safe fun you know the next thing le hirile koloi motho le tsamaileng le ena wa koloi le ena o ntsa nwana le lona ka mo wa utlwisisa le yone it's a form of safety and ga ne re bua le di tavernas le di taverne ene le taba ya gore yes ira business ya gago but you are also a neighbor and you also must make sure that your own place is safe wa utlwisisane di toilet di safe ga basadi ba le go ba khona go tswala ka gore dio tse dintse e leng gore we are talking about tsa safety particularly for young women you know o ya toilet o no tsamaile di ditsala o ya o le mongwe o motho wa go latela e ko morago toilet a gona le motho o ka ga utlwang ha o ntho because o no le go taverning ha o batle le gore go ga ba itse re no le go taverning ubitilwe you are not even going to tell anybody
or because
no
or feel you can't report it because our safety should never be subjective to the goodwill of others. We need to rise and take control of it. Remember to follow us on Twitter, share your thoughts on Facebook, and continue this conversation on Mxit Reach. Until next time, li tshwareng sentle le bolokegeng. Woof, woof.